became an atheist. So I am worried. I am. But I don't know what I'm worried about yet. What I'm working on is putting together a timeline. So, my inbox on Instagram is, I'm missing things. It's, so I am worried. I am. But the driving force is obsessed with money. Bentley, an SUV Bentley, by the way. Strategically envisioning exactly what is happening for years. And break, time off, bone. And musicians also have management and record labels that are guarding that. Because there's like no regulation and there's no one protecting the people on social media, they are ripe for exploitation. And dancers, it's, you know, for a lot of them, it's moving from job to job to job and just waiting for that big break. And then even after that big break, you could be totally down below. I literally was talking to someone yesterday who has 5 million followers. Concerning. You know, you go through this phase where you're doing a story and you're like, okay, is everyone a victim? Is everyone a victim? Yes. Are there layers of victims in this world? Yes. Who are the most vulnerable and who are the targets? And who are really the victims? The women. 100% the women in this situation are the victims. And I just was like trying to keep an objective point of view, and I didn't want to give my opinion. I understand how hard it is to look at the camera. I have ADHD, and so I'll be online and like my eyes will go all over the place, you know, and sometimes I'll like need to look up because I'm thinking. I spoke to my mom and dad. And I try not to like look too much into body language, like to dictate like how someone's feeling, you know, so I just like I made a statement and, you know, it's my truth. And that's just, you know, it's on there and it's on my TikTok, like a hostage video. Like, she knew she was lying, and she, the lack of eye contact was really what it was for me. Like, okay, so I hear a lot of people saying like she was so manic. I think it's really, I don't think it's mania. She's not, that would be implying that she's bipolar, right? Fear of not knowing what to say, fear of knowing that she needs to say what needs to be said, and fear of saying the wrong thing, but then knowing that she needs to go on there and say something. and likely being pushed to say something. I think post-traumatic stress and the stress of being in a situation where you might be out of control can make things look like a lot of mental health issues. Erratic. Uncomfortable. Yes, uncomfortable. That's a good one. Yes, when she was overcompensating, where she was like trying to be relatable, because that was the criticism, like, well, she's not being relatable, she's not being like herself, she's not laughing, she's not silly, and so then she was like overcompensating on being silly. Yeah. Help me. What is the agenda? They always say about cult leaders, like, seems to be very narcissistic. But then, you know, they're describing me, like, I was reading up a lot about narcissists, and like the love bombing technique is very common, where they give you a lot of attention and praise, and they're all in with you, and they're so interested in you, and they're all about like, what can you do for me? What can I do for you? And I love you, and I want to be, you know, we are soulmates. So I think of a cult leader, and it's not like we're soulmates, like we're going to be loving each other forever, but I think of it as like a commitment to me and to our community. We're going to make you so much money. We are going to be such fantastical humans, you know? Gaslighting classic. Okay, so devout. I don't believe so. No religion, no. Like, a seed of doubt needs to be planted. They have to question what they're seeing and what they're hearing and what they're feeling. And they need to feel those feelings, and they need to think. And they need to think critically. And this is a classic technique in cults, where they don't want you to think critically. It's only sex. Just do it. Don't think about it. He's already planting seeds in them. When you don't have boundaries and you don't think, there's no lines that need to be crossed, because there's no boundary line in the first place. Which means you're easy target for manipulation, and you're an easy target for abuse. God told me that we need to have sex. And I'm trying to, like, imagine him trying to lay it on thick with me, and I'd probably tell him to fuck off. Because I don't give a shit if you drive a Bentley, if you drive dude, I could buy I could buy a Bentley right now if I wanted to, but I drive a 2010 Honda, because I just don't give a shit about what I drive. It's not important to me. Right? And I'm not desperate to be on TV, and I don't want fame, power, money, sex. So, what's the easiest way to keep a woman in line in a situation where she might be thinking for herself? Put her in a patriarchal system, promise her fame and love and money, and then give her an alpha husband who's gonna control you. I've got no soul to sound. Help me. The only thing that works for me. Help me get away from myself. I wanna fuck you like it. I wanna It's so hard because I vacillate, man. I'm like, let's read the Bible. God first. I love Jesus. Jesus doesn't care about money at all. Like, at all. I have a Bible there, and I could probably pull out like 37 quotes about how much Jesus doesn't give a shit about you know what? I'm just gonna prove my point. This live just keeps going. I keep waiting for it to cut me off. My smear campaign. I don't care.
He's got all this free time in his world to sit here. He's got all this time to sit here and make comments. Well, why don't you go comment to your wife, dude, about how the fuck she's over there on her Instagram live? You and your wife are two of the most disgusting fucking human beings that ever lived in this world, and then you wonder why people come at you. You're over there crying like a fucking pussy because people call you out. Because your little bitch ass is still moaning and crying, dude. Crying like a fucking immature child. Because, I mean, this is like the most amazing fucking PR stunt I've seen between him and his fucking wife and ever. He's over here talking all this shit. Nobody gives a fuck, Todd. No, nobody really does, man. And I'm glad we're on a first name basis now. Jeremy, Todd. There it is. I mean, it's very interesting how this little shithead got all butthurt. And he did. He got booty hurt bad. You know, and then he made the comment that I sicked my wife on him.
All I know is when I come back in April, I can't use the whole pregnancy card anymore.
Whoopee!